And we're back. And look at this panel. Who rolled the world?
The dream team. The dream team this morning.
That's right. We've got our ladies of the city here.
Yeah.
And
who runs the world?
That's right. I'd like to... I'm sure all of you know Blair Hecker from the city. What's your title at the city?
Communications manager.
Communications manager.
Yes.
Leesa Unger, Katima Smith-Willis. They are both city commissioners, and we're so glad to have them here with us today because we've got important things to talk about. I think today we're talking about affordable housing.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to give us first? Let's get into some city scoop.
Some city scoop.
What are some general city updates that we need to know about?
Springing.
Okay.
And we have so much going on. So first, make sure everyone is following the City of Frankfort Facebook. We are currently doing our own March Madness, the Great Parks Playoff.
Yes.
So we are doing a bracket challenge, pitting our parks facilities against each other, top 8, and we have made it this week to the final 4. So voting opened yesterday. Our final 4 parks are Dolly Graham versus Juniper Hills. And then today, you guys get to hear this secret information first before it comes out on the Facebook. Capital City Museum versus Cove Springs.
Oh, okay.
So everyone go on there. There's instructions for how to vote. Make sure you vote and give our park some love. Whoever wins our final park, we're going to have a food truck day at that park and just invite the public out to come enjoy our park.
That's so cool.
So yeah, party at the park.
Can I give a shout out to East Frankfort Park?
Yes.
Man, I took Archie the dog
We love
out
Archie.
to the dog
We
park
love Archie.
Saturday, and it was amazing.
Yep.
And it's the first time we've been there when there are actually other dogs there. He had a blast.
I love it.
And I'm like, and then they have this they have an enclosed area that's like wooded.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He just ran and ran. He found the stream and was
And
just,
the mud.
Yeah.
My
and the
dog
mud.
always finds the mud. Yeah.
But it was awesome. So East Frankfort Park.
Listen,
That's so great.
our parks are top notch. This bracket challenge is almost a little unfair because
Yeah.
they're
It's
all
hard to choose.
so
It is hard to
amazing.
choose.
Yeah.
We went to Dolly Graham yesterday, and all the kids were out, and it was just a nice day. And I'm still in awe of the Dolly Graham transformation. So
Oh my gosh,
amazing.
they did
I
so
love
many great things.
Well, you can still go vote for Dolly Graham in the final 4.
my vote
It's
in.
up there. Yep. All right. So speaking of other fun things, our special event calendar is set for the year, and I am not going to go over all of them because we would be here for the rest of the day. So make sure you go to the city's website and you can sign up under the Notify Me tab to get notifications specifically from our special events calendar.
Okay.
You get text and or email alerts for all of our special events.
Nice.
Which is exciting. The trolley is up and running. Yay! And of course, Mr. John Unger, who we love, who's our trolley driver, started up yesterday. So go catch a ride on the Frankfort trolley. And then our household hazardous waste collection day is coming up Saturday, April the 19th from 8 a.m. until noon at Rouse Avenue. That's our twice annual collection day in partnership with Franklin County Solid Waste, open for any city county resident.
Oh, okay.
Yep, big deal. Big good day to do some spring cleaning, get rid of all of your old chemicals and oil-based paints and automotive fluids and whatever else you got laying around.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That's great.
That's some scoop for you.
That's some scoop. I love the city scoop.
We love the scoop.
We love the scoop.
Yes, we love it.
With the Fritos.
What I'm telling you, listen, little Easter egg there. Watch my snack chats and we do a deep dive on some Fritos. It's great.
All right. So all of that is very interesting.
Yes.
Let's get down to brass tacks here about affordable housing.
So affordable housing. So actually April is National Fair Housing Month. And so this is a very appropriate time to highlight a semi-new committee that we've got going on in the city of Frankfort, but is of utmost importance. And so we're going to let Commissioner Smith-Willis and Commissioner Unger talk to you a little bit more about that today. This committee, the Affordable Housing Committee, is a city established committee. It was formed in early 2024. It's made up of the city manager, the assistant city manager, our planning and community development director, and then, of course, our 2 board representatives who were selected by the entire Board of Commissioners to serve on this board. And so we're going to let them tell you guys more about this really important initiative in our city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leesa, tell us about it.
So housing's a top priority for us here at the city of Frankfort. We did a housing study that was conducted in 2023. And basically from that data, as well as data from the Kentucky Housing Corporation, we know that housing is needed, specifically middle and moderate and low-income households. So basically a goal of this committee is to provide guidance on how to utilize available resources, recommend policy changes that'll aid in the development of affordable housing to our city commission, and then appropriate planning and zoning boards as needed. So really we'll look at some eligible properties that could be turned into housing. We'll recommend zone changes that support the creation of housing, and identifying other infrastructure that will basically just help develop housing in our community. So our committee, we'll meet quarterly, and we'll make policy recommendations to the full board. So hopefully it just helps any new housing opportunities in the city. And overall, we'll just focus on how we as a city can remove barriers to establish affordable housing. And so we're being proactive and working with stakeholders to advertise to developers and bring new housing opportunities to Frankfort. So. It's going well.
Well, you are a veteran commissioner here. How long have you been on the city commission?
I'm in my 5th year, so 3rd term.
Yeah. All right. Katima, you're new.
So you talk about the pressure.
Yeah, you just joined the commission and joined this committee. So tell us about some of the current projects the Affordable Housing Committee is working on.
Yeah, thank you. It was an honor to be put on this committee with Leesa. I am like trekking in her footsteps. So I have a really great person to look up to. So I'm really excited to be on the Affordable Housing Committee. And I can't say the committee hit the ground running with me. So I am going to pay homage to the committee while it was created last year. They hit the ground running the past year. So, they began working with the pros in the game of affordable housing and learning about best practices, ways to receive tax and development incentives, and just how local government can best encourage the development of affordable housing here in Frankfort. One of the initial focuses that has been just trying to identify city properties here in town that could be eligible for donation, and then going through the process to procure development. So, they've worked with the Kentucky Housing Corporation to learn about their affordable housing tax incentive programs and how the city can just best support the program for Frankfort. So that's like one of the few things that I personally have just kind of been taking a seat back and just kind of observing. I think the last time I was here talking to you all is, I'm a freshman in the game, so I'm just really taking a seat back and observing and listening. So come next term.
That is so important.
It is very important.
So important.
There's time to talk, and there's time to be a sponge.
Absolutely.
That's why I did not come on here and say I'm going to promise all these things.
We're not experts.
We're not experts.
We're here to listen from the experts.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, just through this process, I think the committee has been looking at relevant zoning changes and permitting processes that could be updated to streamline the process of development for more affordable housing. This year I think you'll see some specific policy recommendations based on this, just based on what's brought to the city commission itself, that we hope will make the process easier for developers and hopefully hear about some new development projects coming to Frankfort. So I'm really, really excited. It's a really nice time for us right now.
Okay. Well, you both were nominated to this committee by the whole commission. Is that something you were rallying for, you jockeyed for? Or, so why is it, for both of you, why is it important for you to be on this committee, and what are your goals for it?
Go first, Pro.
Okay. Yeah, so when I knew it was a committee we were going to form, I just immediately, I got to have it. So, I think a goal of mine is always just improve citizens' daily lives. And so how could you do it any better than provide affordable, adequate housing for community and just grow the housing stock? Because, that study showed we needed it. So it became a personal goal as well as a board goal, and so I wanted to be a part of the first committee.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. How about you, Katima?
Yeah, for me, I guess I just have always seen my mom struggle throughout my life trying to find, even like when I was younger, just affordable housing.
Yes.
And just me going through the motions as a mother and in the home with my co-parent. And then, you know, we have Milo. So I have also people in my circle that are in the same demographic as me that have a really hard time just finding affordable housing.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I want to do it. And I really wanted to just dig my feet in, of course, be a sponge, because I feel like it takes a fresh set of eyes, some new ears, and somebody that's in the thick of this thing called life to, you know, be on this committee. So I was super excited to join the committee, and I'm looking forward to bringing some, you know, just talking to these developers and seeing what we can bring to Frankfort.
Absolutely. So if somebody's watching, and they're like, I want to know more about it, or how can I keep up on what's going on? What can they do?
So it is a committee of the city government. So all meetings are open, and they're public meetings. They are quarterly at 10 a.m. on every third Tuesday of the month. So that's advertised, State Journal, on our Facebook. And so anybody's welcome. It's been a really open committee. So we have, you know, people that really care about affordable housing and growing that stock in our community, and they're showing up every meeting. So anyone's open, welcome.
Yeah.
Updates and policy recommendations will also be brought to the full commission. So you'll hear about those on Cable 10, Facebook, as well as, of course, those are open to the public.
Yeah.
So,
And if anybody has questions, they can just contact you guys.
Of course.
Contact us.
Email,
They can
call.
come. All the things are pretty, I think me and Leesa are fairly accessible to get in contact with. But I definitely encourage everybody to pop in if you can, because it's a very relaxed environment, but it's good to hear feedback from the public.
Okay. Well, we sure do appreciate all you all are doing. Affordable housing is so crucial right now. Well, housing in general is crucial right now, but affordable housing, it's something that Frankfort really needs. You know, we're trying to do this growth thing, and we need places to put people.
we do. People need a place
People
to
need
live.
a place. They need a roof over their heads.
That's right.
Yes.
And our community is growing. Like,
Yes.
this
We
is
are
a
growing.
really good committee for us to have, I think, to stay on top of our growth as
Yes.
a city as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, again, thank you all so much for coming. This has been a great
Thank
panel.
you.
Because
Of
what is
course.
it? Who rule the world?
Girls.
Also, I want to mention.
sorry, Zach.
Also, I want to mention Blair's episode of Snack Chat. She gave you a little appetizer teaser about
Sorry,
it.
I guess did I spill the tea on that? My bad.
No, it's fine. You just teased it. You did a great job.
This episode, Blair's episode, is going to make its debut this Friday on Cable 10 and the Cable 10 YouTube channel.
This was a lifelong dream of mine, so I just want to thank you guys for making this happen
wait.
for me.
So check it out for sure.